Here's the problem I've decided to tackle. I like reading hacker news, but there's so much going on, it's hard to catch up. So I've designed and implemented Hacker News Digest. It's a system that runs on Google Cloud that produces a daily podcast unsupervised at 6 a.m. every day. And the way it works is it uses Cloud Scheduler to schedule that job at 6 a.m. And every day it fetches a bunch of stories, and using Gemini 3.7 Flash, it curates 7 to 10 stories, and it even runs these fact-checking loops to make sure every claim in the story is correct. And then based on those, it writes the script, runs a few more fact-checking loops if necessary, and it turns that script into a 2-host audio podcast using Gemini 3.1 Flash TTS, kind of like Notebook LM. And it even composes the intro theme of the day for the stories of the day. So normally this job runs at 6 a.m. every day automatically, as I said, but here I ran this job about 5 minutes ago manually just for demonstration purposes. And after that, if you go to Cloud Run Jobs tab, you should be able to see that this job started to run at this time, about 10 minutes ago actually, and you can check the logs here and see what's happening. You can also use Cloud Trace to check the traces if anything goes wrong. So for example here, I can see a bunch of spans like call LLM, generate content using Gemini 3.7 Flash. If I click one of these, I should be able to see the complete timeline of what's happened exactly. And I also created this custom visualization tool that lets you check the status of this job visually. So here you can see that it's already finished fetching Hacker News stories using Algolia API. It's already finished curating the stories, 7 to 10 stories using Gemini Flash. And it already ran this digest and story fact-checking loops for each story. You can see visually where it is exactly. And then it finished its first version of the script, but now it's running the fact-checking loop. And then we'll see how many times we need to run that particular loop. You can also go back into the past to see what that looked like, just to replay it. And once this job is done, it goes into this publicly hosted cloud storage bucket with things like the cover image and the metadata so that you can subscribe on your podcast app. And finally, I also wrote a blog post about how I created it on Google Cloud's community Medium publication. And you can check a sample episode from there, just like that.
Good morning. I'm Hacker.
And I'm News. This is Hacker News Digest for Tuesday, August 11. Starting off with enterprise security, TLDV, an AI meeting recording platform, left its Firestore database wide open. The fallout? Metadata for over 180,000 meetings was exposed.
It earned 591 points and 192 comments. This vulnerability meant anyone with a free account could grab live conference IDs and drop into ongoing uninvited calls.